You ever lost it all and had to get it all back? It's got me looking back and everything was all mad. You gotta know the roads and know when to fall back. This time I want it all and it ain't all chat, but I'm mad. Got mommy took my chain and where I'm pawned that. Life's like a movie, I record that. Dad was in jail, so I grew up calling Paul Dad. Sitting in my cell with a bag. I'm on the phone, screws people.
Let me show them how I feel for real. These ain't ill, they ain't got no skill, they ain't got no will for real. I was 10 and 2 on Central Road, trying to make my dream come true. Youngin' from Delamo, trying to let y'all know just what we go through. I was back to back for a pack of thing wasn't on F. As a matter of fact, it was half of that. Stop going to church, like what it's all worth. What would Jesus do if he was in these shoes? If Johnny pull up, I'm in the trunk. I was off that Jesus. Had the passion of Christ, I ain't need a Jesus piece.
You ever lost it all and had to get it all back? It's got me looking back.
The champions, the champions. Everybody want the roof, I'm a fly to all this time you spent, all that love you gave, please don't walk away, try again. Close the door away, don't break before you break. It's not too late to try again.
Couple wins, couple ills, took a hit right up the field. Now I got to just know how to flip it when I feel. Different when you listen to yourself, not forgetting but forgiving. How you living is the wisdom in itself. Getting help, my intention and my callous never been in balance. It's a challenge when your talent come equipped with damage. Getting callous to what matters and you miss the pattern. How to manage your condition is easy to catch it. How to handle what you giving is a different matter. Skip the magic, it don't happen overnight. You don't have to overwrite when it's saying it how you didn't plan it. Understanding I ain't got it when I gave it all I had. Nothing missing in the math, but the vision in the path. I'm revisiting the past with a pen and pad. I'll be back.
I hope you try again. All this time you spent, all that love you gave, please don't walk away, try again. Close the door away, don't break before you break. It's not too late to try again.
Underdog since when I used to run a blog. I ain't so if I could bend a hoop or run a claw. On the fog where I learned to view the sun is small. No sweat when you getting used to jumping walls. Back when I used to call instead of getting called. I remember feeling lost, about to get a job. Selling in the mall, trying to trip a law. Had to ask if the cost ever getting caught. Change course, had to bank doors. Now them same doors got a man in wait for us. Handshake still, cause the manners ain't lost. On floss when cause I plan to stay raw. Had to take deals that ain't have a race seal just to have a play field. Now I'd rather take off. Remember when it feels like you gotta stay still if the line ain't
Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Yankees. John Shaw. Ian Happ up to hit. And a pitch. Bounced up the middle. Throw on to Rizzo, and a quick out, number one. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Eric Hosmer.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Nice warm day here, good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate.
Runner on the move. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
It's interesting. You have spring training, wonderful weather, and then most teams go north, and it's chilly. So hitters have to kind of get through that for the first month and a half, and then everything evens out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here at the ballpark, and our starting pitcher here today, Justin Steele.
Last time out, it just seemed like he wasn't trusting his stuff. He fell behind in the count, walked a number of guys. Today, he's got to pitch aggressively, and he's got to pitch inside.
Kicks and fires. Ripped into right center, and now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Next offering is in for a strike. The guy that I've encountered that hates the cold weather the most, Mookie Betts. I mean, he grew up in Tennessee, so it's not exact. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And here is Anthony Rizzo. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. LeMahieu over at second, 1 down. Next pitch is outside. Got him swinging. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And today is draft day. Singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being when you, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted.
Oh, now this ball gets down. Around third comes LeMahieu. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. Yankees. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Christopher Morel. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. That one 95 to finish him off.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So now 1-2.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Now this is in the air down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And now the lefty on the ground to the left. LeMahieu gets it to first, and that'll do it. And welcome back. Bottom of the second. Now up is the Yankees DH, Harrison Bader. To third, Wisdom collects. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second. Here's Jose Trevino. This one in the air center field. Davis moving under it. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. 2 for 9 so far in the series. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting eighth, the left.
That ball was blasted, Boog, and as broadcasters, we can go weeks without seeing a ball hit 115 miles per hour, which is what StatCast tells us there. Man, he really got the bat through the zone and did not get cheated.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely smoked. Rolled over to third. This looks like extra bases, and that rolls into the corner. Volpe flying around third and headed home. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and new inning getting started, and the batter now, Luis Torrens. On the ground to third. Throw on to Rizzo. 1 up, 1 down. Brennan Davis getting ready to hit. Next pitch is outside. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
You know, and he'll act like he really wanted to hit, but he's as happy as anyone that he got hit by that pitch just to turn this lineup over back to the top.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here comes a pitch. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Pat leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Welcome back as we go to the last of the third. And now the shortstop, Oswald Peraza. On the ground out to short. And it gets by him.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. He beats it out, and it's first and second on the infield single. Here comes Aaron Judge.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Hat makes the grab. Runner tags up for third, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's gone. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Bader up to the plate. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
In the air to left down the line. Happ moving under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swung on, belted. Happ ranging back on it, and it's out of here. He powers that one out to left, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-0.
One of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit.
Kyle Hendricks will take over here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got a
drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Safely into second. He's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here is Oswaldo Cabrera. Doubled his first time up. You know, Chris, Kyle Hendricks went to Dartmouth, so he's known as the professor, but his teammates on the Cubs actually call him Carl. His good friend and former bullpen coach of the Cubs, Chad Noble, came up with that nickname, and it stuck for whatever reason. So you'll hear them on the field saying, "Come on, Carl." And he deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Yeah, that's kind of how some people call you Bug instead of Boog.
Man on second, 2 down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Dansby Swanson. Next one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
So swings and misses, struck him out.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Man at first, Christopher to second. That's one. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On now to the bottom of the fourth. Yankees 6 and the Cubs nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now Oswald Peraza. Bounce to the left side. Swanson fires over to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Good contact guy, good defender. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Toss to Mancini. Judge out on the play. Back here in New York, now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And a count 1-2.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt a shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Torrens will hit next. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. High fly ball down the left field line. And it drops foul into the corner. The 1-2. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Left-hand batter waits. Bounce to the right side. Rizzo out of the play. Here's Stanton now. He's already homered in this game. Giancarlo Stanton, certainly a physical presence, and Chris, one of the more imposing guys at the plate in the entire sport.
He's a force, and I think it's scary for pitchers thinking about making a mistake to him because you know you're not going to get that baseball back. He hits the ball so hard, you don't even have to watch him swing. You can just close your eyes and listen and know exactly who it is that hit the ball.
And the next pitch is way outside. This ball's chopped to the ground. Wisdom picks it up. Tosses across to first. Home half of the 5th inning moving along. 2 quick outs. Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. (3-2) now. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the center fielder, Brennan Davis. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. Struck him out looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And up next for Chicago. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone. Happ on his way to 3rd. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just to... Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. That's towards center. He's got it. Runner tagging from 3rd. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Man at first, Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Back now in the Bronx. And now here is Anthony Volpe. In the air, left field. Happ makes the grab. 1 down. So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera, 1 for 2. The wide to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. To kick the 3-2. To the right side, Morel picks it up on to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Oswald Peraza. Next pitch is outside, and it's 2-1. Left field, Happ heads towards it. Racing, makes the catch. And that, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Christopher Morel. Next offering clips the zone, count even at 2. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And here comes the Yankees manager, Michael King, taking over on the mound.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And the right-hander deals. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
The 1-1. Next offering is outside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2. Morel gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 away. Man at first, Trey Mancini, the next Cub to hit. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And down on strikes. That's his second strikeout. Now the Cubs catcher, Luis Torrens. The next offering misses. Now 3-1. Chopped out in front of the plate. Gets it to first. And that is that. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Adrian Sampson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. It's Aaron Judge now. Next pitch is inside. 2 balls and a strike. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Brandon Hughes throwing and getting ready for David Ross. Alzolay getting cranked up as well. Just inside the line, and it's down for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Now here is Anthony Rizzo. That one ripped. Suzuki going back on this one. Still going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. He's already homered here in this one. Slice down the right side. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball. here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to begin the 8th. And now the center fielder, Brennan Davis. And the righty deals. Sets him down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down. Now it's Eric Hosmer. That one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing. Back in New York, bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Harrison Bader. The 1-1 is cut on and missed, and a pitch upstairs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Davis makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Kicks and deals. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. Bounce back to the mound. They take the force out. Inning over. Back in the Bronx. All set to start the 9th in this one. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty delivers. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
1 down, base is empty. And there's a strike.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Righty to the plate. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. 2 outs, base is empty. Christopher Morel, the next to hit. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Just 1 strike away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Like a skillet, think about money in the building. On the phone with the lender and I'm living. If the bank had a cap, I would fill it. Like really, trying to get millions. Get a bigger high view, so vivid. A couple cars, you can raw chrome with it. You think materials make me sound silly? Like how are you so
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin. Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Starting in the AL East, the Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they blew out Baltimore 10-1. They now have 5 straight wins. As of today, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, and the Yankees are atop the division. The Los Angeles Angels of
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the New York Yankees combined to give up just 5 hits as they...
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, Trevor Rogers earned the victory while striking out 11, helping lead the Marlins to a victory over the Yankees 7-4.